Finisher, you require 93. $75. Brian, you require 52. Yes, game shot and the match. Brian.
After a short term of technical difficulties, we are now back up and running after watching myself the 3-1 win to Brian against Dean. An unreal match. It's a shame he's missed it. You're just going to have to take me word. Unfortunately, due to copyright strikes, we are not able to play music for the time being until something gets sorted shortly. For those just joining back, we ran into some technical difficulties. We will not be able to play music at this point. We will be soon cutting to another quarterfinal game. Just there, we just watched, or I just watched, Brian Bowie beat Dean Stevens 3-1 to go into the semi-finals. We will have another matchup shortly.
No score. Jojo, you require 40.
We now jump to the game. Jordan versus Chris. Currently at 1-0 to Chris.
No score. You require 40.
Jordan for the tops. Will he hit it? Will he not? $20 hit. Just got word the game Oren versus James has now gone forward, and it's now looking at semi-finals. Brian Bowie versus Oren, and Didi versus the winner of the game you're watching. This is the last game to be played of the quarterfinals. Be sure to share the stream as we're getting close to the final stages of the tournament. The winner will be receiving a £50 bounceoutdarts.co.uk voucher. We have 2 legs to Chris. Only one more to win the whole game. 3-0. I must apologise very duly for the brief cutting of the stream. We have 1 semi-final and 1 to follow. Both players very close. Sixty leaving a 1-3-6 finish. Chris will get 3 darts. Check that out. One, 3, 6. 116. He can't check it out, but he can leave a double. He doesn't. 130 for Jordan here to stay in the game. The winner of this game will be up against Didi in the semi-finals of the Mayday Mayhem tournament. We're looking very close here. Treble 18-88 or treble 10-20. Some serious tapping going on here. I would love to be able to read the paragraph getting typed out. I think we all would. It would probably be along the lines of, watch this. Let's see whether he can take out the 70. 69 left. No, he can't check out. Leaves himself a double though. Double 20 left for Jordan, but whether Chris can finish off the game here with a 45 checkout, double 16. We've seen him do it before. Misses the double 16, giving Jordan the chance to come back with a leg. Double 10 and he stays in the game. The legs are now 2-1 to Chris. Jordan is still in the mix. Don't count him out. .26 scored. Not very confident from Chris. Jordan can take advantage. And he does with a 60. Some steady darts there. It's working up to be a very interesting semi-finals. After this we will be cutting to Brian Bowie versus Oren in the semi-final stages of the Mayday Mayhem tournament. Chris needs some big scores here to get ahead. Keep his lead. We must keep in mind Chris had the throw. Jordan has matched and outperformed in this leg. 10 in the difference. .45 scored. Treble 20, can he follow it? He can't. Can he leave him 140? 99 scored. Chris is on the verge of leaving himself a checkout here. Could we see Chris leave a checkout here, take it out after, and win 3-1 to go into the semi-finals? He leaves himself 66 with a ton scored. Jordan's going to need a big score to stay in this game. He's not left himself anything nice there, but Jordan is still far from a finish. He needs a big score here and he needs it fast. Still, Chris will get 6 darts at double 17 and he hits it for the game. We now will be moving on to the semi-finals of the Mayday Mayhem tournament. We will be back shortly. I just want to take a brief moment to thank our sponsors S Graphic Designs, Dream Cash Giveaways, Bulls Netherlands, and Bounce Out Darts, who supplied the prize for this competition. We are now moving on to the semi-final stages, with the fixtures resting with Didi versus Chris Marshall and Brian Bowie versus Oren. We will be cutting to Brian Bowie versus Oren very shortly. And with one last thing to mention, if you are interested in competing in these tournaments yourself, please join the IDL. Down in the description is the link to join, and you can get yourself entered for free. We are now going to be jumping to the match. Brian Bowie versus Oren. As soon as it starts, it will appear on screen. Please stay tuned, as this is the semi-final stages. After this, we'll be down to the finals, a best of 7. Winner gets a £50 voucher for bounceoutdarts.co.uk. Very special thank you to Bounce Out Darts for supplying the cash fund, voucher fund. We are still waiting for the kickoff of Brian Bowie versus Oren. As soon as it starts, it will appear on screen. We are very close to our final stages of tonight's tournament. Please do not fall asleep just yet, as it's about to get very interesting with this match. Right, we are actually going to cut to the other semi-final as we wait for Oren versus Brian. On screen now is Didi versus Chris Laidlaw. Chris Marshall. Didi has been playing very well consistently throughout the tournament. Camera seems to have cut out there. He scored some steady darts there. For those just joining, we are now on the semi-final stages of the May Day Mayhem tournament. Some unreal darts, we couldn't even see it. I will try recreate it for you, but you will be waiting an extra hour. Both games are very close. 202 and 210. Still no camera view for Chris. For those wondering, there is every chance, as we've had this appear twice during the stream, it has been marked as technical difficulty on our end more than anything. There we go. We're back up and running. We get to see the beautiful Eclipse Ultra. In fact, they're actually releasing a second version of that, I believe. Must get me hands on that. Can you stick the landing? 104 left. You can't hit a double. 51 scored at the end there. He's left himself close to a finish, but can Chris take it out? Can he do it? lucky there. 52 left. Misses 12. 37 left. 32, double 16, and he misses it just by a nidge. Can he hit tops? Misses tops down to double 10. Double 16. Just barely missed it. No. Can't stick it, and he can't earn the first leg just yet. Double 10. And he hits it to take the first leg. Chris goes one leg up in the semi-final. One leg closer to victory. With a break throw. .60 scored, some steady darts. We'll have to see more of that. .45, can't stick the treble. Can't stick the 20. Pressure is mounting on both of the players. How they handle it will be a sight to see. Some real steady darts here from Chris now. Really getting in a groove. But Didi is not one to be ruled out. Hits a ton. Stays in the competition. We will also have live updates as they come in from Brian versus Oren. Can't follow it. Lands a ton. Neither of them want to finish just yet. Chris searching for a double to get a second leg and another leg closer. Didi fighting for a chance to win it. Get level. As I say, he's not one to be ruled out by a few odd darts. .30 leaves 150. Chris is on a finish, but can Didi leave a closer one? By the looks of it, he can. He fights through. 76 left. 130 is needed here. He leaves himself 90. Didi needs a 76. We have 44 left, 32 left now. Here's a double 16. Can Chris take it out? Can he beat Didi to the punch? Double 5. Misses double 5. Leaves himself with 10. Double 16 for Didi to level the game. Just barely missed. Missed again. Just by a centimetre. Maybe a bit more. I'm being a bit lenient here. Double 5. Can't finish. Does he leave himself with a double? No. Double 4 to level the game. Double 2. Can't stick it. He's in the madhouse now. Chris has another chance to go 2-0 up. Brian Bowie versus Oren has kicked off just as Chris wins the second leg. Chris needs one more leg to go through to the finals of tonight's tournament. Didi will not be looking to give him the chance. Tied up in suspense. An improvement from both of them from only 2 legs ago. Some unreal darts from Didi. He's in with a fighting chance. He wants it. .100 score. Chris is not letting him get away. .97 scored, not the treble missed. Treble scored every score for Didi. Chris is following suit. 100 scored. Can Didi leave a finish? In with the treble. He leaves himself with 90. Chris needs a high score here. He needs to concentrate. Brian has just gone. Oh! Misses one dart at the 180. Brian has gone 1 leg up against Oren in their semi-final match. Some unreal darts being played. The 90 checkout was not for him. 121. 101 still doable. Treble 17. 59 scored. Almost matched with their stats. A 57 for Didi, a 56 average. And what a checkout. He is still in the game. Great score, 140. Both players stepping up their game. Chris wants this over and done with. He's seen what Didi can do, and he does not like it. .100 scored. He is not backing down. Suspense is in the air. Averages are flying up from the 49 to 61 now. Only a leg and a half later. But Didi is not letting it go. This is some unreal match. he stick the treble? He can't, but a steady 60 still leaves him in the lead. Stays on the 20, hits the treble, 100 scored. Brian has just won a second leg to go 2-0 up against Oran, needing one more leg to secure the win for the final. $100 scored. You can't leave a finish. 101 left. 81. Double 15 for the game. And he hits it! An unreal shot there from Chris. Chris Marshall has just gone into the final stages of the Mayday Mayhem tournament. We will be cutting straight over to Oren versus Brian, where Brian is on a 1-2-5 finish to win his game. Brian needs 80 to secure his place against Chris Marshall. Double 20. Did he hit it? And ladies and gentlemen, we have a final. We have Brian Bowie versus... we have our final. Brian Bowie versus Chris Marshall. We will be back in 5 minutes with the final. Please stay tuned, as this is about to get interesting. Winner gets a £50 voucher from bounceoutdarts.co.uk. We are just about to cut to our final. We've got Brian Bowie versus Chris Marshall in this final. The winner will be winning a £50 Bounce Out Darts voucher, which has been supplied by bounceoutdarts.co.uk themselves. We are very thankful to our sponsors of the tournament. They will be awarding a K-Flex set to the runner-up as well. We will be cutting shortly once the game has started. And I just want to say a special thank you to all the players that played and stuck through the tournament. Just before we begin, this tournament was free entry to all IDL members. So if you are interested in participating in future tournaments that will be run quicker, as this is our first attempt, it will be in the link in the description, the entry. If you join the Discord, set up an account, and make sure you're all set up with your camera and dart counter. Make sure you are all up to date with your dart counter downloads, and then you will be ready to play. We will be shortly cutting to our final. Our finalists, Brian Bowie, who has shown a very strong game throughout the whole tournament, and Chris Marshall, who has come outstandingly with a 3-1 finish. His average has raised from 49 to almost 60. Out of the blue, the pressure he was able to manage. The IDL Season 7, excuse me, I can't speak after how long I've been going. Season 7 of the IDL's league tournaments are also starting in the next few weeks. So make sure you get registered for them for weekly games, league tables, and events and prizes. Just before the game starts, I want to thank all of you for watching out to the end, including our short technical difficulty stage, where the game at hand was Brian who won. You guys missed an absolute heart-throbbing game, and I would love to rub it in. Now we will be starting extremely shortly. We are watching as the game is being set up, and it should be up and running in just a minute, guys. And the game is now live. Here we go. This is the final. The final between Brian and Chris, with one difficulty of it being set as best of 5.
$100.
This is nothing to worry about though. This can be adjourned. Some unreal darts we've seen from Chris just recently there. They will be setting up again for the best of 7 instead of a best of 5. As much as we'd all love for it to be best of 5 as a final with the price of £50 voucher for bounce out darts, we need it to be a bit longer. Both players have been playing absolutely unreal to this point. Brian has absolutely torn, I think is the best word to put it, through all of his games with a very high average, but not to rule Chris out. And we are back. Here we go. And hello to you, Brian. I would recommend
57.
turning off the volume so you don't have to listen to me the whole time. But this is about to be an unreal game between the two players.
$60.
Chris with 60. Very well grouped there with 60. Some real steady darts coming from Brian here.
60.
Chris can match though. And he matches with pride. For those who aren't subscribed already, please be sure to do so.
100.
It's absolutely free. And it will notify you of all our upcoming events that are being live streamed to the channel.
100.
Heart-throbbing stuff here. Both players have fought so hard to get here. And we're looking at a possible 180. And he hits it, a second maximum of the tournament. Some unreal darts from Chris there. He leaves himself with a finish against Brian. Brian is not letting it slide. With a 140 straight back. Great response.
140. You require 161.
161. Can he set himself up nicely? He leaves himself with a closer finish than before. Can Brian take out the 144 though?
You require 124.
124 left. 104 left. Wow.
58.
Chris
You require
can leave
118.
himself sitting high and dry on some lovely island land if he gets himself down to a checkout.
26. Brian, you require 86.
Misses the treble. Goes for a second. Misses the bull. Just barely. Chris has a chance.
61. You require 92. 19. Brian, you require 25.
Double 8. Is that in? Looks in. And it is in. First leg to Brian.
Yes, game shot. And the first leg.
It's his first of possibly many. But Chris responding. Pressure seems
40.
to be mounting a bit more here. Both of these players will be walking away with a prize.
58.
Here we go. Didn't find the treble, but found some steady darts there with 60. 100 scored. Brian is looking to leave Chris in the rear view mirror. Chris is having none of it with his steady darts, grouped very
60.
nicely.
$60.
And there we go, a ton. It is a very close match now. $97 scored some brilliant darts there from Brian.
97.
$45 scored. It may not be high enough. Brian not on a finish just yet, but he can set himself up nicely here. 58 scored.
58.
Can Chris get down to a finish too? $42 scored. They both
42.
are close.
Brian, you require 128.
Brian can only set himself up here. But can Chris take out
42.
the 154?
You require 154.
Just missing the treble 20, which would have left him 54.
Brian,
86 left for Brian.
86.
Misses the treble. Misses bull just barely again. 25 left for Brian.
61.
Chris needs to get
You
this
require
finished.
111.
91 left. Misses the treble 17. He needs to set himself up here.
41. Brian, you require 25.
He hits it straight away. He goes 2 legs up, and he's 2 legs closer to
game
winning the
shot.
tournament.
And a second leg.
Brian with a break a throw.
60.
60 scored. Chris can match, but will he?
$64.
Brian sitting high and dry with a 67 average. Chris
81.
still with him with a 61 average. Both players are still contenders.
$59.
$81 scored. He's finding those
81.
trebles easier than finding Nemo. Hits the treble. Can he follow it again? Can he follow it again for a second 180? And he does! Second maximum of the match. He is still here. And he wants Brian to know that. Second maximum there. It's very nice. We can see the 14 extremely clearly. I love it. Brian is not letting it go so easy though. Leaves himself a 98 finish. Brian has yet to get down there yet. And there we go. We see the treble 20. Nice and bright. Thank you, Brian. Setting himself up quite nicely as well. They are as
85.
close as can be.
You require 98.
78 left. Concentration is real. Misses a treble. He needs to set up for a double.
$58. Brian.
112 left for
You
Brian.
require 112.
12 tops. Misses tops just barely.
72. You require
Brian
40.
needs 40. He needs it now to stop Brian going within one leg from winning the tournament. Just barely misses 3 times. On the wire with one of them.
No score. Brian, you require 40.
Double 10. He hits double 10 and goes one leg away from winning the tournament. Can Chris fight back?
Game shot. And a third leg.
£50 bounce out darts voucher on the line. All for free. Just skill required.
60.
Concentration is real. Brian marching steadily
93.
towards the finish line. Chris needs to match it. $26 bed and breakfast. And a bounce out there. A bounce out towards a bounce out darts
80.
voucher. Here we go. Come on. Let's see some darts here. Just barely missing the treble there. Keep in mind, Chris has gone 2 180s.
55.
Some unreal darts, putting him very close to a finish now.
115.
Chris needs to fight back if he wants a chance. And fight back he does.
$83.
$99 scored, leaving himself on a finish.
99.
Can Chris do the same? Not just yet. 177 left.
100.
Brian needs
You
this.
require 114.
94. Tops to win. Misses tops. He'll have 3 more darts at it to win the tournament.
74. $43.
Brian to win the
Brian,
tournament. The £50 voucher,
40.
double 10. And he hits it! Taking home £50 bounce out darts tournament. free voucher in his pocket and a set of K-Flex for Chris.
Yes,
Some
game
unreal
shot
darts
and
from
a
the
match.
both players. For
Right.
those looking for more information on the IDL and how to join future tournaments, please watch the video on our channel or follow the link in the description to join the server. I thank you all for watching and good night.